Hello, I'm Teresa Kimbel, and welcome to Teresa Kimbel, the YouTube channel. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you find that if you stay with it, you'll find something beneficial that will help you. Why does a 71-year-old grandmother want to do this at this time in my life? Well, because I feel like the three things that I know the most about are how to stay happily married for 50 years. Today is my 51st wedding anniversary, May 16th, 2026. And I feel like that if I've managed to live that long married to the same man, that I've got a little bit of advice that I could give to people and hopefully help them. The other thing that I know a little bit about is mental illness. I have suffered from depression since I was a little girl, and was not until I was 52 that I was correctly diagnosed with bipolar. So I know that people with bipolar illness and just any mental illness at all suffer in silence, and they don't have very many people that understand them or want to talk with them or want to listen to them. So I want to say some things maybe throughout the course of being here that will help people realize that there is such a thing as mental illness, that yes, Christians can have mental illness and still be good in God's eyes. And the third thing that I feel like that I know the most about is God. There is no way that you can deal with depression since you're a child, or mental illness now, bipolar especially, or if you can have a long-lasting marriage over 50 years. There's no way that you can deal with either of those without having a relationship with God. I've taught the Bible since I was a teenager when I was growing up. In my 40s, I traveled nationwide, and in my 50s, I mentored in my home, and now then in my 60s and 70s, I did more writing and less speaking. Also, an event that has forever changed my life that I am very grateful for is on August the 1st of 2023, 3 years ago, I had a massive heart attack and actually died 3 times. So I found out that they did CPR on me from my home all the way to the hospital, and then they had to do it again, and then they had to use paddles right before they put the stent in. I know that God had an opportunity to take me in 23, but he didn't. And most everybody who knows me, and I myself, believe that God left me for a reason. And I think that it's because I can speak about how he made me come to life, and how he gave me hope, and how I'm sure that he left me here for such a time as this. There are many lessons that I could start with in this video series. I don't know how long it'll last. My husband asked me today, how long are you going to do this? And I said, I don't know. I'm just going to let God take me. So I want to give you just one simple thing, one simple point from each of those things. And that is, with marriage, this is what I want to say. We had a lot of marriages falling apart in our church a few years ago, and I came home and I wrote something called Thoughts on Marriage, posted it on Facebook, and got the most shares that I'd ever had at that time of anything. And the first thing that I said was, life does not go in straight lines. In 5 years, you will not be married to the person you said I do to. Men typically marry women hoping they will not change, and women marry men hoping they will. Neither contributes to a healthy marriage, neither is realistic. If you're a man who's been married 40 years, you're likely to be married to at least 5 different women. That sexy, energetic girl, the attractive, productive mate, a tired, distracted wife with children, a lonely, empty nester, and a forgetful, wrinkled grandma. That's me. Husbands are changing too. Neither stays the same. It's a matter of accepting the changes when you don't necessarily approve, applicable to life in general. That's one thing that I'll say about marriage today, and there's a lot more that I have to say about that in the future. Now, The thing about mental illness is, what one thing can I say about it? What does mental illness look like? It looks like this, which is so sad because you can fake how you feel and you can be hurting on the inside and look perfectly normal on the outside, and nobody knows. And when people ask you how you are, you're going to say, "Hi, I'm fine. I'm doing just fine." And about God, let me say that without God, there is no way that I could have lived to be 70, almost 71 today. And since God let me live, I told my cardiologist, who wants me to take cholesterol shots, I said, if God had wanted me to die, Dr. Salim, I think he would have taken me when he did. He certainly missed a golden opportunity. I have a relationship with God that keeps me sane, and people need the Lord, especially today more than ever. I feel like people are walking around feeling a lack of hope. They feel hopeless. And I know that life can be fulfilling even when it feels like that the ground is shaking underneath you. I hope that you enjoy the lessons that I present. I hope that you benefit from them. And if you do, I'd love for you to share them, tell your friends, tell your churches, and come back and see me next time.